Hearing devices can be our key to hearing and connecting with the world around us, so it's important to handle these devices with care and to understand how to properly maintain them. Here now with what you need to know is Dennis Thomas with Beltone Central California. So you're here and we're talking about something that's very important, is the maintenance and the proper care of these very powerful but very delicate devices.
Yes.
Are they delicate?
They are. They're pretty tough at the same time.
They're durable.
But when you go through the process and you get the right device, you know, like we talked about before, is that you're finding a device that you can wear all day, every day comfortably.
Yeah.
And then you look at the reality of the earwax that gets in the ear.
Sure.
And
all the things that go around.
Perspiration with the heat and all that, the moisture and everything builds up in the components. Like that photo right there is when we clean ears, sometimes we can, like with a Q-tip or something, we can push that wax down in there.
Yeah.
And it creates a problem. Or the hearing aid does the same thing. As it pushes it in there, it can push that wax back inside there. So it's important that we keep the ear canal clear for proper performance of the device, because it can cause it to feedback, whistle, and also build up inside the components of the devices.
Right, which is how we get to proper maintenance. What is how important is proper maintenance to our hearing devices, and what should we be doing?
On the patient level, they need to be trained on the regular cleaning of it. So there's, I think one of the best tools to use if you have the rubber tips is a toddler toothbrush. Is just brushing over the tip, and in the morning it gives the wax that may build up in there a chance to dry up, and that dry flaky stuff will pop out of there a lot easier. Yeah. And then wiping them down with like I recommend a lot of times the Clorox wipes with antimicrobial, antibacterial wipe at least once a week, just to wipe it off, because you can get funguses inside the ear. It doesn't happen very often, but if it does, it is really difficult to get rid of. Yeah. And so that kind of general maintenance is real important as well.
Yeah, I actually think we have a picture here of the hearing aid speakers and the microphones, the before and after of what it looks like when it's clean and when it's dirty.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. You have that the dime on there, and then right up above there's a white little filter. It's about 1 millimeter, and there's 12 openings in that filter. Oh my goodness. And so that wax can get up inside there, and that protects the sound from the speaker. Yes. Right next to it is a screen for the microphone, and if microphones get in there, that's something the professional really needs to clean. Patient can brush over it, but we really need to clean those out. And then the bottom two, the bigger ones, are the tips that go into the hearing aid. The one in the middle is actually open and clear. The one on the bottom is plugged up, and that's where if that wax gets plugged up, it opens like a cork in a bottle. There's nothing going to come out. Right. What's going back to that microphone though, if the microphone gets plugged up, then the components of the device itself will work. The beeps, the filters, the battery indicators, all that will work, but it won't pick up on a voice to amplify. Oh, so super important to keep those cleared. And we recommend every 3 to 6 months typically. Yeah. I just saw one of my patients, Ernie, you're out there, and he was just in Monday, and I've been taking care of him for about probably 25 years. And he comes in every 6 weeks, because that's how much it builds up. And even though he does everything as far as the care and maintenance, every time he leaves, he goes, it's amazing how much they work. And I don't know why I know this. I just, everybody's a little bit different on how quickly you regenerate that wax, and if it's dry or if it's wet. So everybody's schedule will be a little bit different. Yep. How often should we be testing our hearing to make sure that the device we have is actually still working for us? Great question. When it comes to you do the general care and maintenance, but because hearing loss is something that generally doesn't get better as we get older, it needs to be tested once a year and reprogrammed to keep everything current and up to date. And that's what will keep the auditory decline from occurring, by stimulating the brain the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. How you guys you do testing at Beltone? How do we schedule that? What's it like? Well, if we do proactive care, so a lot of the stuff, and one of the things I want to mention about the on warranties. Yes. And if the warranties is going out, keep track of when the warranties are going out, because the hearing aid should be sent in for new microphones at the end of that warranty. And properly maintained hearing aids, you can extend the life out to up to 7 years. Oh wow. And so do you know what the most expensive hearing aid is? No. Well, the one that's in the drawer. Because it's not being used. And so if we can extend it out and make them last longer, the patient gets more bang for their buck as far as the expense goes, but also better long-term care.
And that's sort of the proactive care that you guys do at Beltone. So if we want to come there and we want to get our hearing tested, how do we do that?
Yeah, if it sounds good that you want to do that, you just go to beltonetoday.com or scan the QR code, set an appointment, and we'd be happy to find out what we can do for you.
Okay, perfect. Yep. It's a whole new world when you can hear, right?
Hey, you betcha.
Okay, we'll put all the information online as well. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.